Earth's impact 12,800 years ago has been proven by spherules. Spherules that support the theory of cosmic impact that took place almost 13,000 years ago. This is a study by the University of California at Santa Barbara. The researchers studied the impact spherules in 18 sites in 9 countries on 4 different continents for the study. This is by YDB Research Group. About 12,800 years ago, when the Earth was warming and emerging from the last ice age, a dramatic and anomalous event occurred that abruptly reversed climatic conditions back to neoglacial state. According to James Kennett, who is University of California, Santa Barbara Emeritus Professor in Earth Sciences, this climate switch fundamentally and remarkably occurred in only 1 year, heralding the onset of the younger Dryas cool episode. All this happened in 1 year. It's amazing. They say that the cause of this cooling has been much debated, especially because it closely coincided with the abrupt extinction of the majority of the large animals then inhabiting the Americas, as well as the disappearance of the prehistoric Clovis culture, known for its big game hunting. Quote, what then did cause the extinction of the most of these big animals, including mammoths, mastodons, giant ground sloths, American camel and horse, and saber-toothed cats, end quote. This is what Kenneth asked, pointing to Charles Darwin's 1845 assessment of the significance of climate change. Quote, did these extinctions result from human overkill, climate change, or some catastrophic event? End quote. The long debate that has followed, Kenneth noted, has recently been stimulated by a growing body of evidence in support of the theory that a major cosmic impact event was involved, a theory proposed by the scientific team that includes Kenneth himself. So we're talking about a celestial body and an Earth impact. This is the major cosmic impact event that they're talking about. Now, in one of the most comprehensive related investigations ever, the group has documented a wide distribution of microspherules, little spheres, tiny spheres, widely distributed in a layer over 50 million square kilometers on 4 continents, including North America, including Arlington Canyon on Santa Rosa Island in the Channel Islands. This layer, the Younger Dryas Boundary YDB layer, also contains peak abundances of other exotic materials, including nanodiamonds. Nanodiamonds and other unusual forms of carbon, such as fullerenes, as well as melt glass and iridium. This new evidence of support of the cosmic impact theory appeared recently in a paper in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. The cosmic impact, said Kenneth, caused major environmental degradation over wide areas through numerous processes that include continent-wide wildfires and a major increase in atmospheric dust load that blocked the sun long enough to cause starvation of larger animals. So the Earth was dark, blocking the sun. The atmospheric dust of this impact blocked the sun long enough to cause starvation of the larger animals. Investigating 18 sites across North America, Europe, and the Middle East, Kenneth and 28 colleagues from 24 institutions analyzed the spherules, the tiny spheres formed by the high temperature melting of rocks and soils that then cooled or quenched rapidly in the atmosphere. The process results from enormous heat and pressures and blasts generated by the cosmic impact somewhat similar to those produced during atomic explosions. This is what Kenneth explained. But spherules do not form from cosmic collisions alone. Volcanic activity, lightning strikes, and coal seam fires all can create the tiny spheres. To differentiate between the impact spherules and those formed by other processes, the research team utilized scanning electron microscopy and energy dispersive spectrometry on nearly 700 spherule samples collected from the YDB layer. The YDB layer also corresponds to the end of the Clovis age and is commonly associated with other features such as the overlying black mat, a thin, dark, carbon-rich sedimentary layer, as well as the younger known Clovis archaeological material and megafaunal remains and abundant charcoal that indicates massive biomass burning resulted from this impact. The results, according to Kenneth, are compelling. Examinations of the YDB spherules revealed that while they are consistent with the type of sediment found on the surface of the Earth in their areas at the time of impact, they are geochemically dissimilar from volcanic materials. Tests on their remnant magnetism, the remaining magnetism after the removal of an electric or magnetic influence, also demonstrated that the spherules could not have formed naturally during lightning strikes. Quote, because requisite formation temperatures for the impact spherules are greater than 2,200 degrees Celsius. This finding precludes all but a high temperature cosmic impact event as a natural formation mechanism for melted silica and other minerals. End quote. This is what Kenneth explained. Experiments by the group have for the first time demonstrated that silica-rich spherules could also form through high-temperature incineration of plants such as oaks, pines, and reeds, because these are known to contain biologically formed silica. Additionally, according to the study, the surface textures of these spherules are consistent with high temperatures and high velocity impacts, and they are often fused to other spherules. An estimated 10 million metric tons of impact spherules were deposited across 9 countries in the 4 continents studied. 10 million metric tons. However, the breadth of the YDB strewn field is unknown, indicating an impact of major proportions. Quote, based on geochemical measurements and morphological observations, this paper offers compelling evidence to reject alternate hypotheses that YDB spherules formed by volcanic or human activity from the ongoing natural accumulation of space dust, lightning strikes, or by slow geochemical accumulation in sediments, said Kenneth. Quote, this evidence continues to point to a major cosmic impact as the primary cause for the tragic loss of nearly all other remarkable American large animals that had survived the stresses of many ice age periods, only to be knocked out quite recently by this catastrophic event. End quote. This is by the University of California, Santa Barbara. Evidence for deposition of 10 million tons of impact spherules across 4 continents 12,800 years ago. Now, the scientists also said that they found iridium. The fact that iridium is found in meteorites in much higher abundance than in the Earth's crust is very important. And for this reason, the unusually high abundance of iridium in the clay layer of the Cretaceous Paleogene boundary gave rise to the Alvarez hypothesis that the impact of a massive extraterrestrial object caused the extinction of dinosaurs and many other species also 66 million years ago. Similarly, an iridium anomaly in core samples from the Pacific Ocean suggests the Altanan impact about 2.5 million years ago. and also concerning this latest theory of 12,800 years ago. I'll leave a link below for you for this as well, for the Iridium. It's atomic number 77, very hard, brittle, silvery white transitional metal of the platinum group, the second densest element after osmium, and also the most corrosion resistant metal, even at high temperatures of 2000 degrees Celsius. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.